Welcome everyone to Council Chat on Channel 56. Today we're going to be talking about the healing fields and how Prescott Valley recognizes and honors those that were lost in 9/11. So welcome ladies.
Thank you, Mayor, for having us.
If you'd like to just introduce yourself briefly.
Okay, I'm Darlene Packard, and I am the chair for the Healing Field.
And
Yes.
I am Molly Horine, and I'm the volunteer coordinator for the Healing Fields.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So today is basically, we're just going to do just an overrun of what basically happens at the healing fields. What do people expect if they've never ever been there before? What goes on?
If they come on September 4th, which is our field setup day, you will see at least 50 people everywhere carrying flags, just really getting into the moment, carrying boots, carrying flags. You'll see our firefighters, you'll see our PVPD,
Right.
and it is a true community volunteer event.
Gotcha. So basically, you mentioned volunteerism.
Yes.
So on that day, it's basically the setup day.
Correct. So on that setup day, on that Friday morning at 7 a.m., we're looking for people to help us install the flags. So we install close to 3,000 flags that day to represent everyone that perished on 9/11.
Gotcha.
And it's both on the lower field and the upper field, at the Tavern on the Green type of thing, whatever it's called, on the green. And so it's just a beautiful display of flags put up throughout the entire the lawn area. It's just
So
beautiful.
the lawn area, just so everyone knows, it's the area between the police department and
Yes.
town hall.
Yes.
There's also a stage area. You might have seen a concert or two there, but it's that entire grass area. And basically, it's not hammering in flags. They're all set up with rebar beforehand, correct?
Correct. We have our infrastructure crew, which is made up of TAFMA,
Yes.
PVPD, town personnel, and
So it's basically, I've seen all ages
Yes.
come out to
Right.
help. I
Yes.
mean, there's 5-year-olds that help carry a flag and,
Correct.
and
Yes.
set it up,
Yes,
correct?
yes. All ages. It's not a strenuous activity.
Right.
Whatever you can do physically, that's what we're there for.
Sure.
It doesn't matter what you can or can do. It's just to be able to help contribute and just do a little bit towards this amazing event that we have to represent everyone.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about what each flag is. There's more to it than just a flag being there. There's a story.
there
Go ahead.
there is. Every flag represents one person that got up that morning and never came home.
Right.
We have 543, no, that's not right, backward, 345 pairs of boots
Okay.
on the field. 72 PD, 55 military, and 343 firefighters. So
Gotcha.
every flag who was a police or a firefighter or a military
Right.
person has their boot by their flag with a little bio.
Yeah, a little bit of a story. So you
Correct.
can, it's like a laminated card.
Correct.
Yes.
And people can, you'll see people out there all hours of the day walking around reading each person's card. And,
And
just
it
kind of
is lit up at night too, so
Yes.
we don't man an information booth during the nighttime hours, but
Sure.
it's lit up for that entire week that we have it up. One of the other things that we have is teddy bears representing the 8 kids
Correct.
who perished, and those were strictly from the airline crashes, not from the building in and of itself.
Gotcha. Well, that's it. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's something that people don't usually know.
Yeah, you don't realize that. So people can go, and you mentioned a volunteer table that's set up during the daytime. So tell me about that.
So the volunteer table that we have is usually set up between 10 and 5, but on nights that we have events, we have them a little bit longer. Basically, someone can come up and say, hey, I know so-and-so, can you help me find their flag? And we can walk them exactly to where their flag is so that they can have that.
How great.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. It's very memorable for those of us that work at the volunteer booth to
Sure.
be able to see the emotional impact that it brought back to those people.
No, that's interesting. And another interesting thing too is there's only one other healing field in Arizona, correct?
Correct. Tempe.
Tempe has a healing field as well, and then
Yeah.
so it's truly, I don't think it's so hard to describe on right here us
It
talking
is.
on what it actually is until you actually get there.
Correct.
And the wind is blowing, and you almost get lost in the amount of flags that are out there.
They will reach out and wrap themselves around you as you walk by.
Yes, no, absolutely. So that is on, the setup is on September 4th?
Correct.
Okay, and then that'll be set up all week.
Yes.
Correct.
And then there's a actual September 11th.
There's actually a few different events
Okay,
prior to
let's
that.
talk about
so
that.
on Saturday, September 5th,
Okay.
on that morning at 9 o'clock, we're doing a dedication ceremony.
Okay.
And we'll have everyone represented from CAFMA and from the
Yeah,
Prescott Valley Police Department, and from area honor guard
Okay.
to be able to set and military to set the last boots for the field.
Gotcha.
So that's happening Saturday morning on the 5th.
Saturday morning.
And then there's 2 concerts.
They're working on 2 concerts during
Okay.
the week. Children's on Saturday night,
Okay.
6 o'clock, and then another one, excuse me, Tuesday at 6.
Okay.
Those are in the works. Stay tuned to
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
town's website for that.
So in the past, there's been a Patriot Run. Will that be going on this year, or
Not this year.
Not this year, just due to the circumstances that are happening.
Yes.
So,
But we are having the ceremony on 9/11. So on Friday, September 11th, we
Yes.
are having the ceremony that you had originally had asked about.
Yes.
And that starts at 6 o'clock.
so let's talk a little bit about that.
Go ahead, I'll let you talk.
Well, it's been such a weird year. It'll be interesting. We have our speaker is Mike Clover, whom you know,
Yes.
and he'll be talking about how it affected him. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he had gotten out of the military,
Right.
and then 9/11 happened, and he turned around and went back in the military, SEAL, right?
He's a Green Beret.
Green Beret. Served another 2 tours in Afghanistan,
Yes.
and we're really looking forward to having him be a part of the whole ceremony.
And in the past, we've had police officers speak, firefighters have spoken.
Right, so it'll be the same format. We'll start off with fire.
The fire department will be the MC of the
Yes.
evening because we alternate between police and fire
Right.
both years.
Chief Freitag will be the MC,
Great.
or his designate, and then PVPD Chief Rocker will close it.
Gotcha.
In between there, we've got the honor guard, we've got TAP, we've got the 21 gun salute.
I think we lower a flag
I was
off
gonna
the
yep.
off the Civic Center.
Yes.
It's just a great event, and people
It
just come.
is.
They come bring their chairs. They spread out. Everyone will be able
Right.
to. It's a huge area, so there's
Yes.
no need to worry about rubbing right up against someone.
Correct.
So.
Yep.
And we will be extending an invitation to the mayors of Prescott,
Right.
Chino, Dewey Humboldt.
And it's just a good opportunity. You get to hear the speakers, and then afterwards you kind of just go on your way and you can mingle around and,
Yep.
and check out the flags a little bit
Yes.
more. And then the event, of course, is free.
Yes.
It's free to come and walk around. It's free to do whatever you'd like.
Well, Mayor, it's not exactly free.
It's free for them to come.
It's free for them to come.
Free for them to come, but it was paid at a very high price.
Yes. And are you looking for volunteers?
Always looking for volunteers.
So how can they get a hold of you?
pvhealingfield@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's the best way to get a hold of us to be able to do that. There's also we're taking down the field on September 12th
Yeah.
at
Not
7
forget
a.m. in the
about
morning.
that.
On that
too.
Saturday.
Yes.
The following
Yes.
Saturday it comes down.
Yes.
So there's always obviously you need people to
Yes.
help put
Yeah.
up.
So we need people to help us put up the volunteer booth and then for them to take it down.
Yes. Is there a Facebook page or anything like
Yes.
that?
Prescott Valley Healing Field.
Prescott Valley Healing Fields on Facebook.
Yes.
So people can go on the page, like the page, and then kind of keep updates on what's going on.
Yep.
Yes.
Also Patriot Week
Patriot Week.
and the town's Facebook page.
Yes, they'll be on it. This won't be the last time you're going to hear me talk about it as well. It'll be on my Mondays with the Mayor. We'll put it out in the newsletter, and we'll talk more as the time comes. And before you know it, it's going to already be here.
Exactly.
So that's important.
Yes.
So if somebody wants to volunteer and they can't do the email, just call me, 928-848-0626.
Great. And then anything else we want to add, ladies? No. So, folks, there you have it. I hope to see everyone out there. It is truly, truly, truly an amazing event, and you need to come and see what Prescott Valley has to offer and how we show our respects to those that lost their lives on September 11th. So Thanks for joining us this week, and look forward to seeing you again.